Hello, I'm back. Okay, so guys, let's keep going. That was our do now. And today, we will find an equation for the inverse. So literally, you're getting an equation, inverse function equation. Alright? So this is the steps. So when you get f of x, then what do you do, guys? When you get f of x, then you change it to y, because we need x and y to find the inverse, because we need to switch x and y, right? In a function, it's the same thing. So you see x and y, and then what happened after that? You change y to x, x to y, right? So switch x and y. That's the definition of inverse, right? And once you get x equals 2y plus 3, then you see this y, we solve it for y. That means you need y on one side. So you cancel the same thing on the same side. Same side with y. So you need to cancel this 3, right? Then now you have 2, so you need to cancel this 2, so that you get only y at the end. Alright? So isolate y and then write equation for this. Y inverse or f inverse. Alright? So I'm gonna show you an example, guys. So like this. At the end, you just rewrite it. F inverse of x is this. And before we do that, let's go over the opposite operation, guys. So plus and minus, they are opposite. You know that, right? When you have plus, to cancel that, you subtract. When you have minus, to cancel that, you add, right? And then multiplication and division, they are inverse. So when you see products or like any coefficient, then to cancel that one, you need to divide it. When you have division or a fraction, then you need to multiply by the denominator to get rid of your fraction, right? And when you have a square, right? Then what's the opposite of square, guys? Square root, right? Square root. They are opposite. Square and square root. And cube, when you have cube, then opposite of cube is cube root of cube root, right? So let's look at the examples. So look, if you want to get rid of this plus 5, then what do? You do minus 5, right? Because that's opposite. And what about this minus 4? I want to get rid of the minus 4. Then we do plus 4. Then you can cancel the value, right? And look, I have 3x equals y. That's 3 times by x. So to get rid of this 3, we need to divide it by 3. Divide it by 3, like that, right? You need to do it for both. Oh, you need to do it for both, like that. And look, when you get 1 over 2, any fraction, then we multiply by the denominator. So you have 2 here, because that's over 2, that means divided by 2. So times by 2, times by 2, like this, right? And the next one, do you see the square? You want to solve it for x, then you need to get rid of the square. So to get rid of the square, what? We take square root. So you do square root, okay? And when you get cube, then what opposite is? Cube root. So you do cube root, like that, okay? And when you have square root here, to cancel square root, opposite is square. So you square each side. Then you can get rid of this. And when you have cube root, you cube it, like this, like that. Oh, and guys, you know what? I forgot this one. So when you take the square root to each side, then what do we get? You cancel this 2, right? And on the other side, you're supposed to get positive, negative. Alright? Don't forget this one. Okay. So that was the opposite operation we will use. And let's look at the next page. So let me try one of your homework. So from here, so that's your homework, guys. So let me do number 2. Okay, let's do number 2. So I did this one for you. So number 2. So what do? We switch x and y. Right? We switch x and y. So you write x for y, you write y for x. But other things exactly same, like this. Okay? And then we need to solve it for y. So that means you isolate this y only. So let's do opposite operation. So what do you do for this? -1, so +1. Here, +1. Then you cancel, and x plus 1 equals 2y, right? And we wanna know y value only, so you divide it by 2 divided by 2. So when you do that, let me copy that one more time. So divided by 2 divided by 2. Then you get y equals x plus 1 over 2. So let's write y inverse equals x plus 1 over 2, because we got the inverse value. Okay, like this. And let me try one in the top. Number 9. Let me try number 9. So do you see x and y here? We need to change that one first. So y, you change it to x, x, you change it to y. So x equals like that. And we solve it for y. So I'm gonna get rid of everything. Alright? So first, we need to get rid of this -4. Then what do you do with the -4? There you go, +4. +4. So you get x plus 4 equals y plus 4 squared. I want to solve for y. So we need to get rid of this square. And when you cancel something on the same side, you cancel from the further one. Y is here, the closest one is 4, and then 2, and then 4. So I'm like going backward. Alright? So I need to cancel this square. So let's do square root. Square root. And I told you when you do square root, the other side, you get plus minus. Okay? So now I have y plus 4 here, plus minus square root of x plus 4. Last step, I want to get y, so -4 minus 4. Then you get y equals positive, negative, square root of x plus 4 minus 4. This -4 is outside, not inside of the radical. So whenever you get this, your final answer, you write it y inverse equals positive, negative, square root of x plus 4 minus 4. Done. Alright? Hold on, guys. Let me go over something quickly. Alright, let me try number 12, guys. Number 12. So So first, what do? You change f of x into y. If you already have y, you don't have to worry about it, but if you get f of x, then we just write it for y. So y equals negative 1 over 5x plus 2. And what do? Switch x and y. So y, you change it to x. X, you change it to y. Like this. Okay? And just check where's your y. I want to solve it for y. Right? So I'm going to cancel the number on the same side. So first, let's get rid of this plus 2. So I will do minus 2 minus 2. Then you get x minus 2 equals negative 1 over 5 y. Right? And I want to solve it for y. So let's get rid of this negative 1 over 5. Then opposite number, what's opposite of negative 1 over 5, guys? Multiply by negative 5, right? Then negative negative cancels positive, 5 cancels. So you will get only y here, right? So you need to do the same thing, but make sure minus 5 multiplied by negative 5 to all of these. You need to distribute the negative 5, okay? Like that. So you get negative 5x plus 10 equals y. Okay? And then when we write our equation, when we write our inverse equation, then we do this. Y inverse equals negative 5x plus 10. Okay? Like this. And 76, the last one. So change your x and y, right? Change x and y. Hold on. What color do you want, guys? Let me use green. So y is, so you make it x, you make this one y, and keep everything exactly same. Exactly same, but all you need to do is change x and y. And then you solve for y. So get rid of this 3. Plus 3, what's the opposite? Minus 3. So you do minus 3, minus 3. Cancel. Then you get x minus 3 equals square root of y. Right? And then I want to get y value only. I don't need this square, so we need to get rid of it. Opposite of square, root. Then that is square. So you do square. Square. Right? When you take the square root, you get positive negative sign. When you square that, you don't get any. So you just keep this. Y equals x minus 3 square. You don't have to simplify that. That's fine. But when you write the answer, we do y inverse equals x minus 3 squared. So that's my answer for 76. Okay? So that's it, guys. So today I want you to make sure that horizontal line test, that figure out your inverse relation is a function or not, or the function is 1-to-1 or not. Okay? And we found the inverse equation algebraically. So you just switch x and y and you solve it for y. And then when you write the answer, you write y inverse. Okay? That's it. So you have homework here. Oh. Right. So use this one, guys. Use Desmos. So go to this website and you just type in, then you will get the graph. So just roughly sketch your graph here. Like something like that. Like this. That's enough. Alright? And then you just figure out, is that a function? You do the whole vertical line test, and you can answer this. For the inverse, you do the horizontal line test, and you can answer that one. Alright? So do this. That's a graphing problem. and use the website, okay? And the other one, just solving it, finding inverse function algebraically. So if you have any question, text me, and I will check your homework and I'm gonna go over that. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye bye.